Hi everybody, it's Kim from Patriot Garden, and today I want to talk about what to do with your garden after days of rain. Your lawn and your garden love the rain. The rain is a boost of nitrogen, which is why everything looks freshly green. It smells great after rain, but when you've had days of it, as we have here in Connecticut in the past week, it's time to get some things done in your garden to alleviate the problems that could come from drooping leaves or things that got damaged. I'm going to go through 6 of those things today. Number 1 is to prune or tie up your plants. Usually with rain comes some heaviness, especially if your plants are flowering, and things could fall off trellises. Things will grow fast during a rain, so what you thought was maybe 6 inches above the last time you tied is now 12 inches above the last time you tied, and you're going to want to tie up some of your plants. Of course, if things happen to break, like I lost the growing tip of a midnight pear tomato, it was very sad. There were no blossoms or tomatoes below the growing tip yet, so I just had to pull the plant out. But I'll start again, and I will learn for next time to make sure that things are tied up well before a really heavy rain. You want to prune off anything that doesn't look great after a rain. It's a good time to examine your plants and make sure that branches are doing well. Where I see the most damage after a lot of rain is on plants with really large leaves, like my squashes and my pumpkins. I'll come out and find that the rain has pushed over a leaf, and in doing so, kind of broke or bent the stem, and once that happens, the stem starts to die. So I'll go ahead and prune all of those things off so that the rest of the plant will stay healthy. The second thing you're going to want to do is observe your garden right after a heavy rain to see if all of your spaces are draining adequately. If you see puddles, especially puddles around a stem where it touches the soil, you're going to want to fix that situation. So use that time immediately after rain to observe the drainage properties of your garden. The third thing that you want to do is check the roots of your plants for erosion. If you've got things planted on a mound like my sweet potatoes, you're going to want to check to see if the rain pushed the dirt away from the stem and left part of the stem exposed that shouldn't be. So make sure you look at the soil line, and anything that's been exposed, cover it back up again so that that plant is safe. The fourth thing that you're going to want to do is do something for those slugs and snails. Days of rain are a paradise for them, and you're going to want to make sure that leaves from your plants are not hanging on the ground. Now, my potatoes really took a beating. They're all doing well, but I noticed some of the potato plants leaned over during the rain and are now touching the ground. That's a perfect situation for a slug or a snail to just start munching on any leaves that they can reach. Also start getting your snail and your slug pellets, if that's what you're using, spread out into your garden. Make sure that you know if there are any animals that are going to be in that part of the garden. Like I will use those inside my fenced area, but I won't use those in the other parts of my garden because my chickens free range in the afternoon. You could try the old beer trick. Snails and slugs seem to love beer, and they'll crawl into a cap that's halfway buried in the ground, almost like an in-ground swimming pool made of beer. You might be able to catch some of those snails and slugs, but for sure make sure that they don't have any snacks available to them. And that goes back to number 1. If you see anything touching the ground, now's your chance to prune and snip those things so that the snails and slugs can't reach them. The fifth thing to do is do your weeding right after a heavy rain. The soil will be saturated with water, and it'll be easy to pull up those weeds, root and all. So it's a really good chance to take care of your weeding chores right after a rain. In fact, it's usually cooler right after a rain too, so that'll be good. And then the sixth thing to do is pick your lettuce and other leafy vegetables. They are saturated with water, and they are tender and sweet, and that is the best time to pick them. So right after a rain, make a salad. Okay, so let's go through these 6 again. Number 1, prune, tie up, and eliminate anything that is dead or damaged from the rain. Number 2, observe your drainage right after a rain and see if there are any problems with soil drainage around your plants. Number 3, check for root erosion and cover up those roots. Make sure that plant is happy and healthy. Number 4, watch out for those snails and slugs. Put something down that will get rid of them and remove anything that would be a great meal for them. 5, perfect time to do your weeding. Easily pull up everything by the roots. And 6, pick your lettuces and leafy greens. Okay, everybody, this was a short video. We just finished with days of rain, so I thought it was a timely topic. If this was helpful for you, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the like button, and I'll see you next time. Happy gardening, everybody.